Hey guys, Matt Holquist here with the Quickbooks University. Hey, I wanted to put together this quick video because this is a question I often get from Quickbooks University members and clients, and that's entering cashback rewards or credits on a credit card. A lot of times people are like, hey, where do I put this? It's not a charge, so what do I do? Okay, so here's how we typically advise people to enter these. All right, so there is a certain process when you're entering credit card charges to make sure that you put those in right. But let me show you here. If we go to let's say banking and we go to enter credit card charges, okay. When you're entering your credit card charges, there's a couple ways to enter them. You can put them here or you can put them straight into the register, but it defaults here. So it defaults to a purchase charge, okay? So when you have a credit card charge, you enter who it's to, the account, and the amount. But when you have a credit, and this could be a refund or a cashback credit or some kind of reward from the credit card company, you're going to put in a refund credit, okay? Purchased from. Now, it depends on the type of cashback type of reward that you got. So let's say that, you have a cashback reward every time you shop at Staples and you use your Amex. All right, we're just going to put in Staples. So they're not in here in this sample file. We'll do a quick add. We'll say they're a vendor. And let's say that the amount is 1.25. Okay, these are usually small amounts. So this is where people get tripped up, is where do I put this? Well, if they are specific cashback rewards for specific vendors, where would you put a charge to Staples? If it's office supplies, generally, then we're just going to put it against the office supplies account. Okay, and it's just going to reduce our expense. So you would save and close that. So the more difficult question comes in when, let's go back to this, if this is just a credit card credit that they're giving you, okay, so let's say that, Discover at the end of the year gives you cashback rewards for everything you spent on gas, office supplies, etc., and it's just a lump sum. Okay, so where do we put that? So in that case, what we tell people is, if you can specifically, let me put in Discover, if you can specifically trace that refund to a specific type of spending, let's say that it's just office supplies, then put it against office supplies. If not, if it's just a lump sum amount, let's say that it's $12.75. I tell people, just put it to other income. If we have another income account here, because it's just cashback rewards, it's other income, you can't really associate it with an account. In all honesty, a lot of times these cashback rewards are not so big that they're going to make a big dent in your business. So if you did associate this with, let's say it was predominantly office supplies that you're getting this cashback for, or predominantly gas, you could put it against office supplies, or you could put it against an automobile fuel expense. That's fine. It's not going to make that big of a difference. But, if it is a bigger amount, let's say that you get, a couple $100, or, something like that, just put it to other income. So hopefully that clears that up of recording these cashback rewards on your credit card, and head over to the Quickbooks University. We've got, a lot of free videos over there. You can even test drive us out, try it out with some of the free videos, and we go through this and talk about all of these things in our training. So head on over to qbuniversity.org. Look forward to seeing you over there.